when you get to be the governor of New Jersey, you get the incredible honor of introducing people who make New Jersey, New Jersey. And through his foundation, through all the work that he and his family do, they have provided people with enormous hope that we never forget. We never forget the people who have been hurt, and we never forget where we came from. And so, as a proud son of New Jersey first, and then second, as the governor of New Jersey, it is my honor to introduce New Jersey's own Jon Bon Jovi.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Governor. That was very kind. I want to use this opportunity to thank all the people who have spent the countless hours and long days in the months since Sandy helping their neighbors. I want to say thank you to the unsung heroes and to the volunteers who went unnoticed but were compelled to help, to house, feed, clothe, or just comfort each other. My being here is not political. It's emotional because I grew up here. I went to school here. I met my wife here. And in the days following the storm, when I visited these streets and spoke to the residents, one thought came to me time and time again was, what can I do? And one of the residents responded by saying, use your voice. Let people know that we're suffering. So I know that this $1 million sounds like a lot, but it's really just a drop in the bucket. And I know that there are people that are still suffering. But what I like to call the power of we coming together, that means you, me, us. We are taking a step today to rebuild lives. So for your time, your inspiration, you are making me who I am. I want to thank you all very much. And I'd also, at this time, like to introduce to you the First Lady of our state and present to her this check for $1 million to Mary Pat Christie.
When I called Jon and asked him to be on my honorary board of advisors, I can't say I ever expected this out of him. So thank you, really, thank you so much, Jon. And really, from the day one, as so many people have already talked about, Jon was there, as was his Soul Foundation, and Mimi Box there, and all his people. They couldn't do enough to try to help us and get in the weeds to try to make the foundation that we started really help the people of New Jersey. So to Jon and to his wife Dorothea and the band members who this is all from, we really appreciate it. And to you guys, I just want to let you know that our Hurricane Sandy Relief Fund will be here for the long term. I promise you, we've so far have raised over $38 million. Thank you, yeah. Pretty great, right? And and this is what I love, from over 29,000 people. So people all over the world know that the people of New Jersey are hurting. And it's our job to remind them, and we're going to continue to do that until everyone rebuilds.
I want to say to my wife that, 2 days after the storm, I called her from the Emergency Operations Center and I said to her, listen, we need to start a relief fund to help people. I need you to do it. I'm going to have some lawyers call you in a couple of minutes. You just work it out and let me know how it's going. And since Halloween, since October 31st, Mary Pat has made this her mission, is to raise this money and then to use it to help get people back in their homes and get their lives back to normal, as Fran talked about. And so I can't leave today without saying thank you to my wife. She's done an amazing job. And secondly, this is something that Mary Pat and I talk about all the time, so I want to make sure that I close on this, because I know that Jon feels this way too. So many times, I get noticed for something, or somebody like Jon gets noticed for something, and people, compliment us and thank us for something that we're doing, when we know that it's a team effort, that we're the folks who get to be out front, but that we couldn't do it without our partners. And so I want you to know, the same way Mary Pat has stood there with me to make sure that this got done and got done the right way, and that we're really helping people. I know that Jon feels the same way about Dorothea, and so they're a team, and And so I want to make sure that everybody understands that this is a family effort. This is a family effort from me and Mary Pat and our family, from Jon and Dorothea and their family, because we know that who we're helping is the families of this state to make sure they put their lives back together, get their families back to normal, and be able to live the kind of great life that I know they used to live here in New Jersey and that I know they're going to live again after we get through all this. So I want to thank Jon and Dorothea, thank my wife, thank the mayor for his leadership and all the members of the council, but most of all, thank all of you. You're among the toughest, grittiest people that this state has to offer. I love Sayreville. We'll see you again soon.